Our first contestant, Naomi Christianson, 1,000 tiny nows. 1,000 tiny nows, Naomi Christianson.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Several years ago, my sister sent me a card in the mail. It was pretty. The front of it said, "Someday is made of 1,000 tiny nows." Someday is made of 1,000 tiny nows. When we think about someday, someone we'd like to be, somewhere we'd like to go, something you'd like to have, we're reminded that the journey to someday is not comprised of one giant step, but of many little ones. If I know someday is over there, I can take a little step right now, and right now, and eventually I'll get to someday. Pretty simple, right? But what about the times when you take a step towards someday and you get shoved backwards? Or what about the times when someday scoots a little further every time you make a move? Or if something comes in between you and someday and you can't quite see it, you maybe wonder if it's even still there at all. When those things happen, it's not so simple. We make a lot of plans, and when we do that, we dream up all kinds of somedays. We plan a career. We plan a vacation. We plan a family. We plan an interesting and significant life, and with those somedays glittering on the horizon, we set off on our journey. You get an interview for your dream job. It goes great. You get a second interview, but then you don't get the job. You've always wanted to go to Europe. You read lots of guidebooks and meticulously plan your route. You even work overtime for several months to help pay for the trip. And on the night before you're scheduled to leave, you become violently ill. Maybe you just plan to be somebody, and right now you feel like nobody. You may have done everything right to get to your someday, and you find yourself here, no closer to someday than when you began. If you find yourself pushed back to that spot, it's frustrating. It's disheartening. Nobody wants to be in this spot. This spot sucks. That spot is where most of us are tempted to give up. Things didn't go the way we planned, so we blame someone else and throw a little pity party. We somehow didn't get the job that was perfect for us, so we complain how life isn't fair. Maybe talk badly about the person who did get the job behind their back, just to make ourselves feel better. The problem with both of these coping mechanisms is that they keep you right here, not moving forward at all. As Winston Churchill so eloquently put it, if you're going through hell, keep going. Resist the urge to set up camp in this spot. It's not a nice place to live. But how do we do that? Perseverance. St. James wrote, "Consider it pure joy, fellow Toastmasters, when you face trials of many kinds, because we know the testing of your faith develops perseverance." Perseverance is powerful, and it is only ever born through difficulty. Plans being frustrated, goals not materializing, things coming into your life and smashing your someday, sometimes beyond recognition, are all opportunities for you to persevere. The truth is, you don't have control over everything, but you have the ability to persevere through anything. So when you find yourself in this spot, let me challenge you to persevere in 1,000 tiny ways. Perseverance may be born through difficulty, but it matures through practice. I like to think of it as a muscle. All of us are born with some level of muscle. I myself have very little. But even my tiny little muscles will grow and get stronger with exercise. So it is with perseverance. When I'm faced with an obstacle or something in my way, and I'm even able to take a tiny step, I'm exercising that perseverance muscle. It's getting stronger. And the stronger it gets, the further it can take me. Let's face it, it's easy to give up. It's easy to blame your family, your circumstances, even the economy. But it keeps you here. Perseverance is very difficult, but it will take you somewhere. In order to persevere, though, you need to trust that the obstacle in your way is needed. that it's useful to you right now because it's teaching you to persevere. Michelangelo, as the painter of the Sistine Chapel and many other amazing works of art, is quoted as saying, "If people knew how hard I worked to get my mastery, it wouldn't seem so wonderful at all." It's not magic that paints a beautiful someday. It's perseverance through 1,000 tiny nows. The obstacle you're facing today may be frustrating, unfair. It may even be heartbreaking. But each and every one of those things is a gift to you if you'll have it. It's an opportunity for you to develop perseverance. And that's a muscle that can take you to someday. Mr. Toastmaster.